Hope you're doing great wherever you are. On my life today, I want us to discuss family rules. Rules that are going to make a family successful. Rules that will make your family, rules that are going to make your family see results, be productive, and everybody is going to be happy. Number 1, always greet each other first thing in the morning when you wake up. As a family, learn to say hi in the morning. When you wake up, there's something about saying hi in the morning. When you wake up, remember to tell your children good morning. And the children should be cultivated. The children should know from birth, as soon as they know how to speak, to say good morning. It's good. They learn to say good morning when they wake up. It's a very good thing, and it's a very good way to start the day. Successful families say hi to each other in the morning. They greet each other in the morning. Number 2, no phones at the dinner table. Focus on talking and connecting. When you wake up in the morning, learn to say, when you're at the dinner table, no phones. You know, when you have a phone at the dinner table, you're supposed to be eating, but everybody is on their phone. Nobody is even concentrating on what took them to the dinner table. You know what took you to the dinner table? For you to go and eat. But now you have turned the dinner table to a place where you press your phone. You've turned the dinner table to be a place where you connect with your friends. You chat with people over the phone. You browse through your laptop. You browse through your iPad. You go to social media sites, and you lose that connection as a family. The dinner table should be a place for a family to be very intimate, for a family to connect, for a family to eat together, for a family to pray before they eat. It's a place where, as parents, as parents in a family, to make it very serious for people to observe specific rules for the dining table. Have rules for the dining table. Everyone in your family should know that when you're in the dining table, you are not supposed to be doing A or B. That when you are at the dining table, you are only supposed to be eating and maybe connecting to the other family members around you. Focus on your family at that particular time. Connect with them. Enjoy the food together. After the food, pray together about the food. Thank God about the food. Connect with each other. Ask about each other's day before everybody goes their separate way. Number 3 is share household chores equally based on age and ability. In a family, there are very different age groups. There are children who are older, other children are younger, and there are tasks which can be shared among family members depending on your age. A small child should be given tasks equal to their age, and the older kids are supposed to do tasks equal to their age. And the parents, the tasks that the parents can do as per their age. You know, if you're older, you can practically do everything. But mainly this will apply even to the kids, because for the kids, there are different age groups. And you as a parent, you should be able to divide work equally based on age and ability of each kid. You know, in a family, different people have different abilities. So you as a parent, you should have identified that this child is good in doing this. Child A is good in doing the other thing. And divide tasks depending on age and ability, and divide tasks equally so that other people don't feel like they are doing the most while other people are just sitting pretty. Another thing is respect personal belongings. If you want to use something for someone, ask before you use. This is a very good family rule. Before I take something that does not belong to me, because in a family, people own different things. People own, for example, clothes. There are clothes for another person, clothes for another person, toys for this particular child. The other child has their own toys, books, maybe machines like phones and the rest. People have personal belongings. If you want to use another person's belongings, something that does not belong to you, please learn to ask before you use. That is a very good practice. It's a very good rule. There will be a little tensions in the family if you learn to do this. People will not be disrespecting each other in the family when they have to use another person's thing. Make it a rule in your family that if you want to use this, ask for it before you use it. It's going to bring a lot of harmony and your family will be very, very successful. Another thing, if you make a mess, clean it up immediately. Make people around your home, let it be a routine in your home that if you make a mess, clean it up immediately. Don't wait for another person to come and clear your mess. As long as you're old enough, you can be able to clean your mess, and you do a mess, you pour something on the table, you pour water on the floor, you eat a fruit, and you drop the peelings on the floor. Don't wait for another person to come and remove that fruit peeling on the floor. Make everybody, as young as your children are, as big as your family is, as small as your family is, let everybody know that you have to clear your mess whenever you make it. It's going to make it easy for everybody because you will not be depending on one person to do practically everything around your home. If you have a nanny, don't let your kids depend on your nanny to do everything for them. Let them do the small things that they can be able to do. Let them clear the messes that they have made. They should not wait for you as a parent to clear after them. If they do a mess, let them clean after themselves. If you start this from a very young age, the children or the people in your home will know that if you do something, if you make a mess on the floor, it's my duty as a person to clean it immediately. I don't have to wait for your mom. I don't have to wait for my dad to come and clean it up for me. I don't have to wait for my nanny to clean after me. I am responsible. You cultivate responsibility from a very young age. And even when your children maybe they go to school, they will not forget. The things that children learn when they are young, they seldom forget. They will continue doing as they were doing from home. So let's create a family rule of make a mess, clean after yourself. You'll be building children who will be successful tomorrow. Next thing is speak to each other calmly even during disagreements. In a family, disagreements are meant to come. Make it a family rule that if there's a disagreement between any member of your family, please learn to talk it out calmly. In a space where there are two people, disagreements are meant to occur. It doesn't mean that you hate the other person. Let people in your family know that disagreeing with each other within the family is not hating each other. But the way you resolve that problem is what is going to make your family successful. Learn to talk to each other in a very calm manner with some form of respect. Even if someone has wronged you in your family, don't go overboard. Don't shout at the toppest of your voice. If there's something like toppest of your voice, I don't know if there's something like that. Learn to talk to each other within your family in a very calm voice. That is going to turn maybe somebody was even angry and they calm down and they accept the apology. So make every member of your family learn how to speak calmly. It's going to make your family to be very successful. The next thing is everyone must apologize when you hurt someone. Be the bigger person. Let everybody know that it's good to apologize. Because as you said just before this, mistakes are bound to happen. You're meant to go into disagreements as a family with each other. But ask or apologize. If you want your family to be successful, if you want to have peace of mind in your family, let people know that apologizing does not make you the weaker person. Apologizing does not make you a very weak person, but apologizing will make you to continue, because there are very many things that are going to come around a family. There are many bigger obstacles in life. And if you learn to apologize, even for the young kids, if you make your kids know that it's good to apologize, saying sorry. Sorry is a 5-letter word, but it's very powerful. If members of your family learn to say, sorry, I did this without knowing, I apologize, it will make your family to be very, very successful. And you're going to see it for yourself. If people cultivate those kind words in your family, saying sorry, thank you, the kind words, it's going to improve the way you relate with each other in a family. And your family is going to be successful. You will not be having a lot of headaches. Because if in absence of apologizing, everybody will be so proud. Nobody wants to go down and ask for forgiveness. You will be solving issues upon issues, and your family will go separate ways. But learn the kind words. Sorry, thank you, I apologize. And you will see differences in your family. Another thing is schedule family meetings to discuss issues and plans. Maybe once in a month. Schedule time with your family members to have a sitting and discuss progress in your family. Take a book, say, this is what we are supposed to achieve as a family for this year. And keep having meetings with the family members, even your kids. Check on how far you've gone as a family, on the goals that you want to achieve on that particular year as a family. Maybe you wanted your kids to improve from maybe this grade to this other grade. Keep following up with your children. Keep following up on maybe your finances as a family. Keep following up on the progress that you're doing as a family. Keep having meetings. If you notice there's a problem, there's a behavior you are seeing in your kids, learn to have meetings. If you see your kids are maybe doing good, a meeting is not only for bad things. You can even have a meeting to say you're doing very well, continue. You know that term, just telling people in your family, well done, you're doing very well. This far, you've done very well. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue doing more. If there's something wrong that you have noticed, don't wait for things to go from bad to worse before you call for a meeting in your family. If you want a successful family, please practice to call for meetings. These meetings are very important because you have checks and balances in your family. You as a parent, let your children know it's normal to have meetings, so that when you say there's a meeting today on Friday, the end of the month, people don't think just for bad things. You point good and bad things, and your family, I'm telling you, is going to improve. The relationship among family members, the goals that you have as a family, the way you relate as a family is going to improve. So be scheduling meetings in your family. Don't get tired. I know sometimes it looks awkward if you have not done it before, but start now. Start scheduling for meetings. Call for meetings. Tell your children, today we are going to have a meeting and we are going to take stock of what we have been doing from January to the end of February. How far are we as a family? How far are we in terms of your education? How is your education taking you in school? How are you relating with your friends? What do you want me as a parent to do for you to improve on your grades? Schedule these meetings. It's very important. Your children will tell you things that you would never have known if you had not called for a meeting. Another thing for you to have a very successful family, my viewer, is have this rule as a family. Each family member gets private time when needed. Don't ask questions. Sometimes, as individuals, we need a private time. maybe even to sleep, to think about our life, to think about the things that we are supposed to do. If someone says, Mom, let me go and have some private time, let me go and sit under a tree and read a book, don't tell that person, no, you're supposed to be doing this. Let's respect private time for each member of the family. Don't ask a lot of questions. If someone in your family tells you they want to have a private time for them to think about something or for them to improve themselves, maybe they want to read, respect that as a family. If you want to have a successful family, let's respect family time. Don't be in each other's space all the time. If you see somebody is overwhelmed, tell them, take a break. If maybe you are a man and your wife is overwhelmed, you're seeing she's working so hard. You know, as women, we tend to do a lot of things. You're supposed to clean, you're supposed to check after the children, you're supposed to go to work. If you see one member of your family is overwhelmed, allow them to get a private time, for them to rejuvenate, for them to get strength to be able to do the next thing. If you want to have a successful family, let's allow our family members to have private time, for them to recharge and become better people for your family. The next thing, my viewer, is help each other with tasks without waiting to be asked. If you see a member of your family struggling, if you see your spouse struggling, if you see your kids struggling doing something, lend a helping hand to this member of your family without waiting to be told, please assist me, I'm overwhelmed. Just see somebody needs to be assisted. Maybe somebody is doing their homework, your kids are doing their homework, and you see them struggling. Don't wait for them to come and ask you for assistance. You as a parent, you notice there's a problem, come in immediately and assist this person. Let me tell you, this is going to improve your family. Let it be a rule in your family that assist without being asked. Nobody needs to ask you. If people in your family know that I don't need to be asked by my mom to do this for me to, if I see my dad doing 3 tasks and I'm just seated, I don't need to be told so and so do this. As family members, make it a rule in your family for people to assist without being asked. Next thing is always say goodbye when leaving the house. You know, this life is very tricky. Let it be a rule in your family. When someone is leaving your home in the morning, when someone is leaving to go to work, when someone is leaving to go somewhere, when someone is traveling, let it be a rule in your family for people to learn to say goodbye. Goodbye, mom. Let's meet in the evening. Goodbye, dad. Goodbye, child Flani. Goodbye, John. Let's meet in the evening. Let it be a rule in your family. Let your children learn from a young age that when I'm leaving for school in the morning, I should tell my parents goodbye. I should tell my siblings goodbye. It's a very good value to learn as members of a family. And it's going to divide responsibilities as a family. Don't leave all the tasks to one person. It's really going to help. Another thing is take turns to decide what to watch or play during family playtime. As a family, as a parent, don't say I'm the person to decide what is going to be watched in this house. As long as what maybe your kids are watching are age appropriate, maybe you have scheduled that in a day you're only supposed to watch TV for 1 hour in the evening. Don't again come and decide what they're supposed to watch. Let them watch what they want to watch as long as you've seen what they're watching is okay, it's age appropriate, it's something that is developing them, the way they think, it's something that is developing their mentality, it's something good for them to learn other things. It's a good thing. It's not, what I mean is, what they are watching is not something which is bad. Let's accommodate each other as a family. Let it be a family rule that you can watch what you want to watch as long as it's not something which is bad. And you keep monitoring. Don't just say, the TV is there, the children can watch anytime they want. Schedule even time for your children to watch TV. Your children should not wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is to put on the TV and stare on the TV the whole day. Say maybe in a day, you're supposed to watch 1 hour in the morning, and maybe 1 hour in the evening just before dinner. Anything else, the TV should remain off. I'm sure you've seen people who have done that and it has worked perfectly. You can also do that. Another thing is share one positive thing that happened each day. As a family, during dinner time, you can sit down as a family and ask yourself, what good happened today? What is a good thing that happened to you today? Share that thing as family members and celebrate that thing. Any milestone that any member of your family gets in life. Maybe someone graduates from school, even if they are small children and they graduate from one level to another, or they perform well in school and they move from one class to another. Celebrate as a family, even the small achievements. Make it a rule to celebrate each achievement. You don't need to make it expensive for your family to celebrate each other. It can just be by saying congratulations. That is enough. Congratulations is enough. Learn to celebrate every milestone that members of your family achieve. You don't have to buy expensive presents. You don't have to buy big cakes. You don't have to call for big parties. Even congratulations. Everyone in the family telling the person who has achieved something, congratulations, that is enough. That is enough, and it's going to improve the relationship between family members. Everyone knows that if I achieve well, if I do this thing well, people are going to celebrate me. People are going to clap for me. People are going to celebrate with me. And that is going to make your family successful. Everybody will be looking out to make one successful thing, to do one positive thing, to improve themselves, because they know there are people who are happy for them. You know, if there's someone who is cheering you, you will be willing to do more and more and more. So let's celebrate each other as family. Let's celebrate small wins. Let's celebrate big wins. And remember, it doesn't have to be expensive. You can use it. Keep your commitments to the family. Keep your commitments to the family. For this, I mean, like you have planned as a family to attend a certain event, and you said, I'll be there. You said, I'll attend. You said, keep a slot for me, I'll be there. Somebody is having their birthday, they invite you as a family. You tell them, I'll be there. Honor those commitments. Honor those commitments, because people will take you by your word. They know that if I tell so and so to attend my party and they say they're going to come, they're really going to come. If I am graduating and I tell you and you say you come, I'll hold you to your word that you're going to come. As family members, let's hold each other. Let's be committed to the promises that we make as our families. Let's keep the commitments that we make as a family. And it's going to help us to stay together as a family. It's going to keep our families together. People can be dependent on you. People can take your word seriously. People can depend on your word that if mom says she'll attend my graduation party, she's going to attend it. If my dad says he's going to take me to a mall, he's going to do it. Let's learn to keep commitments as family. And this is going to stick your family together. Something as small as keeping a commitment. It's going to assist your family to become successful. The next thing is, if there is an issue, address it calmly rather than holding grudges. As family members, let's address issues calmly. I think I spoke about something close to that before. Don't hold grudges. You know, a family is where you are supposed to get peace of mind. A family is a place where you are supposed to run for or to run to when the outside world is so harsh to you. The family is a place where you are supposed to be free with each other. And because we are a family, it doesn't mean disagreements not come by. And if disagreements come, we said we should resolve that issue calmly without holding grudges. For you to have a successful family, let it be a rule that when something happens, let's solve the issue. Let's not hold grudges. Let every member, even the young members of your family, let them know that if an issue comes up, we are going to solve it and move on from that thing. We are not going to hold grudges. That is the only way that your family is going to be successful. Don't hold grudges. You don't talk to each other. There's something you're supposed to discuss with someone, but because you hold grudges, you don't speak to that person. Your family's progress is going to stagnate. And that is not the intention that God had for a family. Let's learn to speak everything out calmly and move on from those things. Another thing that will make your family successful is respect everyone's need for quiet or alone time. I think we've said something close to that. If someone wants to be alone, if someone wants to have quiet time, don't put the biggest volume on your TV, the biggest volume on your radio, and someone has said, please, ma'am, I want to concentrate on this thing for 30 minutes. Please put the volume down. Let's respect quiet time for each family member, because each family member has different things that they are doing. And if we respect each other's quiet time, it's going to help us bond as a family, because you'll know that other family members are respecting my need for private time. The next thing is avoid interrupting when someone is speaking. Let your children know that when someone is speaking, you don't interrupt. Let parents in a family know that when my child is speaking to me, you don't interject if you want your family to be successful. Let's learn as a family to listen to each other. When someone is speaking, allow that person to speak until they finish. When they finish, you can now interject, or you now give a feedback on what that person is saying. But if you find a family whereby when someone tries to say something, everybody joins in, everybody jumps into that conversation, and the person is not even able to air what they wanted to say, how are you going to solve problems as a family? How are you going to listen to each other? How are you going to solve problems? How are you going to intervene when something is happening to your family? Let's learn to listen to each other calmly. When someone is speaking, let your children know that when someone is speaking, you have to listen. And after that person has finished talking, I can now give feedback. It's really going to assist your family to bond together, to respect each other. It's going to assist your family to come together and reason and matter together, because you take turns to listening to each other without interruption. You give each family member time to speak. Even everybody will feel that they are valued. Imagine when another person is talking, everybody is keeping quiet. And then another family member speaks, and then everybody interjects, everybody wants to put down their point. That family member will feel that they are not worthy. And you will see cracks developing in your family. But if you learn to listen to each other, if you learn to listen and give response when time is ripe, it's going to keep your family together, and your family is going to be successful. Another thing is, everyone is responsible for keeping shared spaces tidy. This is something that your children should learn from a very young age. For example, there are private spaces within a family. Maybe people have their own bedrooms, people have their own maybe places, maybe the toilets, or maybe private places in your home. But now There are shared places in a home. Places where, places where you eat, maybe the dining table, the lounge, the sitting room, the kitchen, the open spaces in your home. People should learn to keep shared places tidy. Everybody should know that when I sit on this seat and I wake up, that place should be left as it was before I came. Family members should learn to make places better than they found. Family members should learn to make places that are shared to be tidy. And this is going to bring harmony in the family, because I know if so and so is sitting here and she has done whatever they are doing, they are going to clean out this space. That if so and so is eating at the dining table, I don't need to follow them up to make sure that it is clean after they finish eating. You make it your responsibility as a family member to clean after yourself if you're using a shared family space. Another thing is, show gratitude when someone does something for you. If you ask someone in your family, even if that person is your child, you ask that child to do something for you and they do it very well. Learn to say, thank you so and so for doing this for me. I appreciate you for doing that. If you cultivate the culture of gratitude in your family, it's going to assist, it's going to boost your family, it's going to boost the relationship between your family members. It's going to boost the relationship between you and the children, because they know that when you do this and this for mom, she's going to say thank you. If you do this good, mom is going to give me this small gift. Mom is going to appreciate. Dad is going to appreciate. My child is going to appreciate me for doing something for them. That's the culture that we should cultivate in our families. The culture of gratitude. The culture of saying thank you for doing this for me. The culture of saying thank you for bringing this gift for me. Thank you for buying this book for me. It was not a must for you to buy this book, but you have bought it for me. Thank you, mom. That is the culture that you should cultivate in your family for you to be able to have a very successful family. Always show affection through words, gestures, or actions regularly. Show affection to your family members by your actions, by your words, and do this regularly. As family members, let's show affection and love to each other. If you cultivate showing affection to your family members, if you cultivate the action of showing love to your family members, let your family members know that they are loved. Let your family members know that they are being appreciated. And don't just say it by word of mouth, also show it in terms of actions. This is going to help you come up with a very successful family. This is going to make you come up with a family that is appreciative of each other, a family that loves each other. You know, if you love each other unconditionally as a family, love within a family should be unconditional. Don't peg love in a family to certain things, that if you do this for me, that's when I can reciprocate it by loving you. No. Love in a family should be unconditional. Cultivate unconditional love in your family. Your children should know that I love my parents, even if they don't buy for me PS5. I'll love my dad, even if they don't buy gifts for me. Let love within a family be unconditional. And with this, your family is going to be very, very successful. You are going to come up. You are going to grow. Your children are going to grow in a family that is successful. A family that love is abound. A family that love is not pegged on gifts and what you do for me. A family that if someone is not able to give you something, for example, there was a Valentine's Day some weeks ago. Some families are not even speaking to each other up to this moment, because maybe the person that you are expecting them to bring for you a gift, the person did not have money at that particular time. And so They told you, maybe I'll buy for you a gift when I'm in a position to. Instead of you saying, it's okay, we love each other every other day. We are not specifically pegging our love on our Valentine's Day. Families go apart because someone has pegged, someone has placed their love to be conditional, that you have to buy for me a gift for me to love you, that your children cannot love you because you don't give them this and that. As a family, let's learn to love each other unconditionally for us to raise families that are successful. Thank you so much for those who are watching. Please remember to hit on the like button. It will help this broadcast. It will help this live video. Thank you so much for watching. Another thing is learn to work together to solve family issues. If there's an issue that has come up as a family, let's learn to work together as family members to solve issues. Don't say that's not my problem. That is another person's problem. Now, one person is having problems. Nobody wants to listen to them. Have you realized that recently there's a lot of mental health issues in families and even in the society because nobody wills to work with each other. We leave burdens to specific people in the family. You say, my dad is doing so and so, let him deal with these issues, and people get mental breakdowns. But if you as a family, you learn to work together to solve issues. If one member of the family has issues, you come together in a good way, not by condemning that person, but by trying to wear the shoe of that person, by putting yourself in the shoe of your family member, and you try to sort out issues. This is going to reduce the mental health issues that we are currently facing in the society. People have gone to extents of committing suicide. People have gotten into depression. People in a family have gotten into stress. They have sunk down. They have resorted to taking alcohol so that they can forget the problems. Because of what? Because people in the family are not willing to listen to them. Nobody is willing to sort issues in the family in a good way. Let it start from the family unit, that if a person, even if a child is having issues with their friends, don't say kangumu. In Kenya, we say kangumu, like stay hard. That if somebody slaps you, slap them back. And then maybe your child is being bullied. But if they try to tell you, Mom, I'm being bullied in school, instead of you listening and assisting that child, you tell that child, stay hard, bully them back, do this and that. You are not putting yourself in the shoe of that child. You're not putting yourself in the shoe of that adult who is going through a lot of stresses in the office. You want just everybody to deal with their issues. Please, as a family, if you want a successful family, let's learn to solve problems that come to each family member as a unit. Let's assist each other. And in the end, we are going to bring down mental health problems, and we raise a family that is very healthy emotionally, physically, mentally, and all spheres of life. Another thing is support each other's ideas. Your family members have different ideas because you said in a family unit there are very many different people with different ideas. Don't say in this family we're just supposed to be doctors. In this family we're supposed to be teachers. In this family we're supposed to be surgeons. In this family it's only engineers or nothing else. Maybe someone says, Mom, I don't have the capacity or the capability to being a nurse. I want to be a teacher. Instead of you as a parent supporting each other's ideas, supporting each other's goals, you want it's your way or the highway. If you don't follow what I say as a parent, you are no longer my child. That is not the spirit of our family. Family members should listen to each other calmly, support each other's ideas, support each other's goals, even if it's not what you anticipated for your family. But as long as somebody is okay with it, your other family member has strengths in that field, that family member has strengths to be able to get results in that field, they have the skills to run that business, let's support them. Let's not say our family is not meant to do that. That's beneath our family. No, you're supposed to be in this level. Let's suppose everybody has different, you might be born of the same father and mother, but everybody has their own capacity, everybody has their own abilities. Let's support each other as family members. Let's support the ideas of each family member, and it's going to help us. It's going to help us to grow as a family. I don't know if there's something that I've left. Thank you so much, family, for joining me today. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your like. I appreciate all those who watched, those who left comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If there's something you would want us to talk about, please don't hesitate to leave that on the comment section. I'll make sure that I speak about it. See you on our next live. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.